Good morning, children. Welcome back to the online class of Sri Kogulam Public School, Vattagara.
Welcome back to the history class. Doing the best at this moment. Put you in the best in the next moment. Don't forget that. You don't keep anything for tomorrow or day after tomorrow like that. You have to do the work on time. Then you can attain the best future. Clear? Okay. Then did you remember which lesson we discussed the last class, previous class? Okay, yes, we discussed the Russian Revolution. And where did we stop the last class? We discussed the influence of the First World War on Russia. Listen, the First World War and the Russian Empire that affected the Russian workers as well as that affected the all over Russia that we discussed in the previous class. And today's class, I am going to discuss about the February Revolution of 1917, the first phase of the Russian Revolution. Clear? Okay, the February Revolution that was occurred in 1917. Then we can discuss what was the condition of Russia at this time. Here, then the cities, the layout of the capital city Petrograd that reflected the division among the people. The people there lived in two sides of the river Neva. Then in the left side, fashionable area and the king's palace and the palace where the Duma or the Russian parliament met. But at the same time, in the right side, listen, in right side, workers' quarters and factories, like that division among the people. Then another difficulty they faced the shortage of the food. Why did they face the shortage of food? Because of the bad climate. It was a winter season and cold climate. The same time, there was a heavy snowfall and frost that affected the cultivation. So, they didn't get the sufficient food. Listen, then at this time, the king decided to dissolve the parliament or Duma. So, the elected representatives and the parliamentarians, they turned against this. Clear? Next part. Then, in 1917, February 22nd, a lockout took place in one of the factory. Then a lockout took place and the remaining 50 factory workers, they felt sympathy to the workers of the factory. So, they organized the strike and mainly the strike was organized by the women. So, this 22nd February, it was known as International Women Day. Clear? What was the condition of Russia? Did you clear that? They faced the shortage of food grains due to the winter season. Clear? And the factory, one of the factory that was lockout. Then that caused for creating the strike by the other factory workers. The workers, they crossed from the factory quarters to the center of the capital city, Nevsky Prospect. Nevsky Prospect, that was the center of the capital city. The workers, they crossed to these areas. Okay, they reached in this Nevsky Prospect and then organized the strike there. At this time, there was no other political party. They did not organize any such like activities, clear, against the government. But the workers, they strongly organized the demonstrations or strike against the government. And the workers, they surrounded the fashionable areas or the quarters and official buildings. Clear. In this situation, what did the Tsar do? The Tsar, he imposed curfew or the government imposed curfew and did not allow the people to conduct any demonstrations or strike. Okay, then so by evening the demonstrators they dispersed, but after that on 24th and 25th February they came back. Then in this situation, the government, they appointed the cavalry and police to keep an eye on these demonstrators. Then after this, on 25th February, what did the king do? The king suspended the Duma, the Russian parliament. And 26th February, the demonstrators, they returned in force to the streets of the left bank. Again, 26th February, they moved to the left bank. And on 27th February, they ransacked the police headquarters. Listen, then the revolutionaries or the demonstrators, they ransacked the headquarters on 27th February. Then along the streets, the people, they raised the slogans about the bread, wages and better working conditions, and they wanted a democratic form of the government. Listen, by raising these slogans, they moved through the streets. Then please see the important dates of February 1917. 22nd February, International Women's Day, and 25th, the government suspended the Duma. Listen, and 27th, again the demonstrators, they returned to the left side. Clear? Understood? Then in this situation, again the government, they appointed the cavalry. But the cavalry was not ready to fire upon the demonstrators. Instead of that, they gave the support to the strikers. Okay, why did they give support to the workers to organize the strike? Because one of the officer of one regiment, he was shot or he was killed. Then other three regiments workers or the officers, they supported the workers to organize the demonstration against the government. Clear? And by that evening, the soldiers, the striking workers, and they had gathered to form the Soviets or councils. And one of the councils they formed, that was the Petrograd Soviet. Listen, who formed this Petrograd Soviet? This was formed by the soldiers as well as the striking workers, and they gathered together and formed the Soviet or council. What was the name of that? That was the Petrograd Soviet. Then after that, the Tsar Nicholas II, he was forced to abdicate from the throne. Listen, the very next day, the military commanders, and they advised the Tsar to abdicate from the throne. And on 2nd March, he abdicated from the throne. Tsar Nicholas II, he was abdicated from the throne on 2nd March. And the Soviet leaders and the Duma leaders, they formed the provisional government to run the country. After the abdication of Tsar Nicholas II, they formed a provisional government. Who formed that? The Soviet leaders as well as the Duma leaders, they formed the provisional government after the abdication of the king. Then after that, election was conducted on the basis of the universal elect franchise, and they formed a new constituent assembly. Listen, on the basis of the universal elect franchise, they conducted the election and formed a new constituent assembly. And the February Revolution, that led by the Petrograd Soviet, that brought down the monarchy in February 1917. Now please see the main points. Okay, then the king was forced to abdicate from the throne on 2nd March, and then they formed a provisional government. Then after that, what happened there in Russia, that we want to discuss now. Clear? Then army officials as well as the landowners and the industries or the owners of the industries, they were influential in the provincial government. Listen, the provisional government. The army officials, landowners and industries, they were influential in the provisional government. And the liberals and radicals among this government, they worked for an elected government. They argued for an elected government. And they removed the restrictions on public meetings and association. The provisional government removed the restrictions on public meetings and association. That means the people, they got the freedom to form the association and to conduct the meetings. And the Soviet were formed everywhere. Example, Petrograd Soviet that we discussed earlier. Like that Soviet were formed in different parts of Russia. Now please see the main points there. Okay. Now I am going to discuss about the Lenin's April thesis. Okay. Then in April 1917, Lenin came back to Russia from his exile. When he was organized the revolutionary activities in Russia, then the Tsar forced him to exile from Russia. Then in April 1917, he came back to Russia. And he and the Bolshevik members, they opposed the war since 1914. Did you remember the First World War that was going on during the Russian Revolution? Started from 1914 to 1918. Listen, then the Bolshevik members as well as the Lenin, they opposed the war at the starting time itself. And he felt it was the time for the Soviets to take over the power. Listen, Lenin realized it was the time for the Soviets to take over the power of the government. Then he demanded mainly three things. What were that? We can look at that one. Then he asked the provisional government to stop the war. One of the demand to stop the war and land be transferred to the peasants and banks be nationalized or nationalization of banks. That means banks should be under the control of the government. And he argued that the Bolshevik party renamed itself as the Communist Party. He argued that the Bolshevik party that renamed itself as the Communist Party. And some members of the Bolshevik party, they thought that this was not the time for then organizing the revolution. Listen, then even though Lenin asked them to organize revolution, some members of the Bolshevik party, they realized that it was not the time for organizing the revolution. Instead of that, they wanted to give support to whom? The provisional government. Please see this. Then Lenin came back to Russia in April 1917. Then what were the Lenin's April thesis? Mainly 3 points there. The Lenin's April thesis, as per that, he declared for what? To stop the war as well as land to be transferred to the peasants. Clear? And the third one, nationalization of the banks. These three demands were known as what? The Lenin's April thesis. Bolshevik party members, they realized it was the time to give support to whom? The provisional government. But gradually their attitude was also changed and they supported Lenin. Then through the summer, the workers, listen, the movement spread. The workers' movement spread during the summer season. And the industrial workers, they formed the factory committees and began to question the industries. Listen, the workers, the factory workers, they started to question the owners of the industries. Everywhere, the people, they organized the trade unions and the soldiers' committees were formed. Listen, and in June, about 500 Soviets, they sent representatives to all Russian Congress of Soviets. Listen, and the provisional government decided to take stern measures for what? Against the growing influence of the Bolsheviks. In this situation, the provincial government, they took the strong decision to turn against the Bolshevik. The provincial government, they opposed the workers' attempt of running the factories and began arresting the leaders. Listen, they opposed the workers' attempt of running the factories. And what did they do? They started to arrest the leaders of these workers. And in July 1970, the Bolsheviks' attempts were repressed and leaders had to go into hiding or they were forced to flee from Russia. Then please see the main points there. Okay, the workers, they organized the strike. Then the factory committees were formed and then the soldiers also organized the committees and 500 Soviets were formed in all over Russia. Now we have to discuss then what was the condition of the countryside at this time? Okay, then the countryside, the peasants and the socialist leaders, they pressed for a redistribution of land. In the countryside also, the peasants, they argued for redistribution of the land, as well as the socialist leaders, they also gave the support to the peasants for that, and land committees were formed to handle the redistribution of land. They formed the land committees for the purpose of redistribution of the land, and the peasants, they were encouraged by the socialist revolutionaries and seized the land between July and September 1917. This was the condition of the Russians in which area, the countryside or in the rural areas. Today, what did we discuss? Then the condition of Russia that led to the February Revolution. Okay, then first of all, we discussed that the people were divided, and the people, they started to settle on the two banks of the river Neva, and they faced the shortage of food grains. Listen, in this situation, the king decided to dissolve the parliament, and he appointed the cavalry. And at last, we discussed that what happened there in Russia after the February Revolution. Listen, after the February Revolution, a provisional government was formed, and everywhere they organized the Soviets. Clear? The workers' union were organized in different parts, and the Bolshevik leaders, they organized the strikes against the provisional government. Then during this time, the Lenin also reached there in Russia, and then he demanded for three main things known as the Lenin's April thesis. Dear children, please go through this video class and refer the textbook and prepare the notes. Don't forget that. Okay, I will send the questions along with the video class. You have to prepare the questions and send to me. Don't forget that. Okay, thank you.